Welcome to the channel Physics Made Easy, as we are discussing refraction through lenses. In continuation to that, today we will discuss nature and position of the image formed by lenses. We have discussed why the convex lens is converging, concave lens is diverging, types and classification of lenses in the previous video. If you have not seen, please watch it. Today I will tell you what are the images formed by convex lens with the various position of the object and then concave lens. Look, if this is the convex lens and in the CBSE syllabus or in class 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, whatever you are studying about lenses in which classes, we discuss about thin lenses. Thin lens means their thickness is very negligible as compared to their radii of curvature. And through the thin lenses, if the ray of light passes through the optical center, it remains undeviated. So, suppose if you have this lens, as I have shown, this is the thin lens, I am showing like this, okay, then this is the position of optical center, and if I suppose that these two surfaces are spherical having equal radii of curvature, this radius of curvature and this surface both have same. So, if you take the precaution that point F1, if you write here, this is F here, then at the same distance from the optical center you have to mark the another focus. Similarly, at the same distance you mark another point and write here this is twice F and here this is 2F. So, this is the first surface and this is the second surface. You have marked foci and radii of center of curvature C1, C2, or you can write 2F. In case when the object is placed beyond 2F, look, I am putting this one, this is the object, okay, this object is beyond 2F, then what will happen? There are certain rules to draw the image. Look, the first ray parallel to the principal axis will pass through focus, so it will pass through focus like this, and the second ray which will pass through optical center will remain undeviated. So, object is beyond 2F, then image is here in between F and 2F. Look, I have shown here, this image is, what is its nature? This is inverted and real. Why real? Because the rays are actually meeting after passing through lens. So, this is real and inverted. And what is the size of image as compared to object? Look, this is lesser one, smaller one. So, it is diminished, and you know magnification, size of image upon size of object. So, what is here? This magnification is less than 1, and since the image is inverted as compared to object, so its sign is negative. So, what is the nature and position of the image? Look, on the other side of the lens, this one. I have discussed all the things. In the second case, if you bring the object further closer to the lens, then if again you draw the lens and you draw this optical center at the same point, this is F, this is 2F, make it sure that these distances are same. So, here this is F and this is 2F. Now, what is the case if you bring the object to place it as the position 2F or C, then the object is placed at 2F. Then what will happen? The ray parallel to the principal axis, as it the rule, the ray passing through the parallel axis after refraction through lens will pass through F. And if you have measured correctly these distances using your scale, then you will find the same size of the image will be formed here. So what you have to do, that you have to take proper measurement. Since I am drawing like this, then look, this will be the point of intersection at which the same size image will be obtained. Here m is equal to 1, since the real image which is inverted, so minus sign. Rest of the things, this is real and inverted, negative because inverted, and m equal to 1. So its size grown. Now in the third case, if you consider again this is the lens, here again the principal axis, you draw it correctly, okay, and you mark the points at the same distance for f and 2f. If this is O, optical center, and this is f, this is 2f, here this is f, and this is 2f. Now you are bringing the object closer to the lens, so in between f and 2f you are putting the object here. Look, if the object first ray is parallel to the principal axis, the ray is coming from the object, then again it will pass through the focus. We have shown like this. The second ray passing through optical center. So what will happen, that if the ray passing through focus is extended further, and if the ray passing through optical center, look, they are meeting here beyond 2f, and a real enlarged image, inverted image is obtained. So this image again real and inverted, okay, as it is clear from the figure, but m is greater than 1 and negative. Magnitude of m is greater than 1 and negative. Negative because size of image and size of object, you have seen for greater than 1 image is larger, and since image is inverted, so negative. We have seen as we are bringing the object closer to the lens, the size of image is growing, okay, in all the cases real and inverted. Now what will you see, that if you put the object at f, okay, what will happen if you put the object at f? I am going to show here. Then this is the lens, this is f, here it is also second focus, okay, then this is also 2f, measure the point at the same distance, and here this is also 2f, and this is O. If the object is at f, then what will happen, this is the ray parallel to the principal axis passing through f in this way, and the ray passing through optical center. Both are meeting at infinity, they are parallel to each other, then it is said that the image will be formed at infinity. At infinity means that if the focal length of lens is f, suppose it is 5 centimeter, then image is formed at 50 meter. The 50 meter distance of image as compared to 5 centimeter focal length is said to be at infinity, because parallel rays never meet. Now what will be the size? Look, if suppose they are meeting at very large distance from the lens, then you know these are the directions of the ray in which the rays are advancing, then the highly enlarged and inverted image will be obtained. Image, so what will be? M highly enlarged, because the rays will meet at infinity, so image will be enlarged and real inverted image will be formed. Finally, if you place the object between optical center and focus, if this is the focus, on both sides mark equal distances for f and 2f, you measure with the scale and you put the object here at between optical center and focus. Again the first ray parallel to the principal axis will pass through F and another ray will pass through optical center, remain undeviated. If they are extended forward, they will not meet. So what will happen? Take the scale and extend them backward. You will find that the image is obtained behind the object, and this is the virtual enlarged image. Now here the m is greater than 1, but sign is positive. What was the sign in rest of the cases? Negative. So here m is positive, enlarged image, highly enlarged, and it is virtual. So only this is the case when the object is placed between optical center and focus of the lens, highly enlarged virtual image is obtained, and in the rest of the cases real and inverted. What will happen if the object is at infinity? We have seen when the object is at F, image is at infinity. What will happen if you draw the lens and show that the rays are coming from infinity? This is the optical center, and suppose these are the points for F. Okay, if this is F and this is 2F, on both sides you have marked, then the rays which are coming parallel to the principal axis, they will pass through F. Another ray you can show, it will pass through F. Then at F, the highly diminished, here you can see that the image is highly diminished and real inverted. How can you say this? We have seen that if you bring the object away from the lens, then what happens here? Highly enlarged. If the object is at F, if the object is between F and 2F, that is slightly displaced from F away from the lens, then this is the m greater than 1. Here, if the object is brought at 2F, in this situation we have seen still the closer. So size of image is getting decreased, and when finally object is brought at infinity, then object image is point sized image, real and inverted. We will see how the image is obtained by concave lens. Look, if a biconcave lens is drawn, again the lens is thin, that is the ray passing through the optical center will remain undeviated. This is the optical center. As you know, we have to mark the proper distances for F and 2F positions on both sides of the lenses. We have supposed that both the radii of curvature of have the same value of radius on both sides. This surface radius of curvature and this surface radius of curvature is same. In this case, whatever be the position of object, suppose the object is placed here, okay, one ray parallel to the principal axis, you know this lens is diverging, then it diverges in such a way that it appears to pass through F, focus. What is the rule? That it is diverged. So how will you make its show its divergence? You will draw the ray diverted in such a way that on extending back it passes through F. So I have shown this is dotted. Second ray, as usual, it is passing through optical center, so it will remain undeviated, and here in between optical center and focus, the diminished upright erect image is obtained. What is the nature and position of the image? So look here, this is the image, diminished, upright and erect image. What happens if the object is at infinity? Then the image will be at F, highly diminished, point sized image. but at f upright and erect. So only this case is in case of concave lens we have seen. Always m is less than 1, and now we will see what is the UVF relation for a lens. I have drawn here this figure in which the object AB is placed between f and 2f of a lens, convex lens, and image is as usual beyond 2f, A dash B dash, it is larger image and real inverted. What happens if you see AB is the size of object, then from the optical center O to O dash, O dash is same as AB. Look here, if you consider the triangle ABO, this one, and OA dash B dash, OA dash B dash, these are the two similar triangle having their bases same. One angle, this is 90 degree, this is object and this is image, taking the ratio of the same sides. If you see here A dash B dash upon AB, you write here A dash B dash, that is image upon object size, that is equal to this distance. What is this distance? V. You will write here V as the distance of image, and it will be with positive sign in the direction of incident rays, okay, upon this distance, object distance, with minus sign U, because OA distances are measured from the optical center for the object against the incident ray, so it is with minus U. This is equation number 1. What about this triangle? If you consider O dash F and F A dash B dash, they are also similar triangles. Again you can use the equation A dash B dash upon O dash, this upon this, that is equal to F A dash upon O F. What can you write for this expression? This A dash B dash upon AB, because O dash is same as AB, this equal to F A dash. What is F A dash? This distance is V and this distance is F. So what is F A dash? This is V minus F upon OF. What is this distance? Focal length F. So this is the equation number 2. Equating both sides, because this A dash B dash upon AB on LHS of the equation number 1 and equation number 2. Therefore, you can write this V upon minus U as V minus F upon F. Take the cross multiplication, VF equal to minus UV plus UF. Divide the whole equation by UVF. What will you get here? This will be 1 upon U. Here, what will be? 1 upon F with minus sign. Here, plus 1 upon V. So, what can it be written as? 1 upon F equal to 1 upon V minus 1 upon U. This is the relation for lens, UVF relation. And also the first equation, this, from this relation you can see height of image with negative and height of object AB with positive sign O, and this is equal to V upon minus U. This is called magnification. So, for a lens, what is magnification? V by U. What is UVF relation? 1 by F equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. We'll discuss what is power of the lens. You know, power is ability to converge or diverge the rays by a lens. It is denoted by the symbol P, and its formula is P equal to 1 upon F if F is in meter, and P equal to 1 upon 100 upon F is if F is measured in centimeter. Its unit is diopter. How will you find that convex lens of 10 centimeter? What will be its power? 10 centimeter, so use this relation, 100 by 10, that is 10, so its power will be 10 diopter. A lens with minus 50 centimeter, which lens is this? minus 50 centimeter, negative is the focal length of concave lens, so it will be concave lens, and of what power? Minus 2 diopter, because 100 upon minus 50 will be minus 2. What about the lenses in contact? Look, if there is a convex lens of focal length f1 and in front of it the object is placed at the distance u, you will write with minus sign because the distances are measured from the optical center and incident rays against direction, so with negative. Suppose the lens converges and finds the image at the point I dash, so this is the v dash. What will you write here? UVF relation 1 upon f1 will be equal to 1 upon v dash minus 1 upon u. Okay. If you put another lens in contact with the first one and its focal length is f2, this is also thin. So what will happen? Now the ray will be converged to get the final image at I. So this will be the distance v. What will you write for the this combination? This will be for the second lens, you will write 1 upon f2 equal to. Look here, for the second lens, this I dash image formed by the first lens will act like the virtual object and its final image will be formed here. So this will be the object and this will be the image position for the lens of focal length f2. So what will you write here? 1 upon f equal to 1 upon v, you will write 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. Then what is 1 upon u? You know this is v dash, and v dash will be written with minus. So this is the relation. If you add these two, then 1 upon f1 plus 1 upon f2 will be as this will be cancelled, 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. If in place of these two lenses, one lens of focal length f is placed, then you can write that focal length by 1 by f. So what is the formula for combination of lenses, the combined focal length formula? So this is the formula for the lens combination, 1 upon f1 plus 1 upon f2 equal to 1 by f. And if second lens is concave lens, what will you put here? Minus f2. So case number 1, if second lens is concave, then 1 upon f equal to 1 upon f1 minus 1 upon f2. What will be the net formula for power? Then power will be P1 minus P2. Here what will be the net formula for power? P equal to P1 plus P2. One more point to be noted, that what will be the net magnification? Then net magnification is always given by this relation. How many lenses are giving the magnified image? Net magnification is given by multiplication of the first one, second one and third one magnification and so on. It depends on the number of lenses.